Hi, I'm Brad Avery, staff reporter with BevNet here at Winter Fancy Food Show in San Francisco, California. I'm with Brands Within Reach CEO, Olivier Sonnois, or team leader as he likes to go. And we're going to talk a little bit about what is Brands Within Reach and some of the brands they've brought on. So tell me a little bit, what is it?
Well, Brands Within Reach is basically focusing on the high growth potential products, beverages and snacks. And talking about beverages, we've been having some great success recently in some brands we've brought sometimes from overseas, sometimes from locally produced type of businesses. But just to give you a couple of examples, brands like Belvoir, Elderflower Lemonades, which have had a tremendous success since the incubation of the brand, starting from ground zero about 4 years ago, and building up distribution progressively to a point where it's now very well recognized and poised for even more growth in very mainstream channels.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit about building up these European brands in the U.S., what you're doing, and how you approach bringing a foreign brand to a U.S. market.
Sure. Well, you usually have a couple of different case scenarios that can arise. It could be a basically launch from scratch type of scenario where the brand has not yet been proven in any other markets, and this is usually quite difficult. And we've done a couple of those, but those take longer. But more commonly, we focus on brands that have a proven track record in a given geography, market somewhere. And basically, we see if we have the potential to adapt and take leverage of that success elsewhere into the US market. So we've done that. The case of Belvoir, which is a tremendous success in the UK market and has been a historical leader in the traditional lemonade segment, has offered us the opportunity to basically adapt the brand a little bit, but make it available to US consumers accordingly, and focusing on one particular aspect of the portfolio of that brand.
Yeah. So what are some of the other brands you brought on recently? I believe Jax Coco is one, and what are some of the others that you've...
Sure. I mean, we've brought on Found Beverages, which is a very interesting low-calorie beverage, sparkling beverage that basically has been created in the US and imported from European production. However, just entering the market with a low-calorie opportunity, 100% natural, with a beautiful packaging, a beautiful shaped bottle, triangular shape. So bringing a point of difference in a low-sugar context of a sort of going anywhere between the sparkling water segment to the low-calorie soda segment. So that brand is on the edge of both and doing very well, in particular in the food service channel. And you mentioned Jax Coco as well, which is bringing a very interesting twist to the high-growth coconut water market, because it's a brand which is focusing on the more premium, very, very high-quality products coming out of the Philippines, and at the same time in a beautiful packaging product, which very few products have been able to offer, because it's a different type of segment there.
Yeah. Now, Found is an interesting one. Can you talk a little bit about how it's grown in this time?
Sure. Well, Found was a very interesting case study for us, because it was initially launched by the two founders, Mark and Honor, and basically they did a great job at seeding the brand, creating a point of success and a proof of concept validation basically in the New York market, building great distribution, particularly in the food service channel, and basically we took it from there. They needed the stronger infrastructure to take it to the next level, basically having done the most they could just being as two entrepreneurs. And we've had really an interesting story with that, basically continuing to build in the success and the track record they had on file, and then basically broadening the distribution outside the New York City market, which is basically in the works right now. We've been working on it for over 12 months now, and it's showing some very fast growth potential at the moment.
Yeah. Now you focus a lot on the natural sector. Can you talk about that?
Well, the natural channel is obviously a great channel, especially when you have products which have a clean ingredient list, which those products all have. So obviously we're participating in the massive consumption shift that you see occurring in the US consumer over the last 15-20 years, and that has been accelerating, I would say, in the last 3 to 5 years. Obviously organics, no GMOs, natural ingredients. I mean, fair trade and all of those really make a major impact in consumer decisions these days. And obviously, a brand like Found is obviously playing in that particular angle, and so is Jax, so is Belvoir. So really sort of participating into the helping to offer those differentiated product alternative to consumers, and basically giving them more choices on their everyday purchases.
Great, and you also want to talk a little bit, before you said alkaline waters is something that you're also working on. Talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely, alkaline waters has been a very interesting category because it basically came to emergence in the California and Southern California market about 8 years ago or so, and has been growing and expanding to the rest of the country very rapidly. So it was kind of an interesting trend, starting on the West Coast and gradually invading all of the major retailers, and it's taken essentially the bottled water category by storm, because it started out of nothing and now there's some key traction. There are only a few brands that really are starting to basically stick to the category well at the moment, and I would say one that we have been focusing on is Cure Water, doing very interestingly well, having a very particular technology attached to it, keeping it a very clean way. And that category is poised for double-digit growth and possibly triple-digit growth over the next little while, and has shown some amazing success. I mean, we've had Cure Water has entered, for instance, started from California, natural channels, now being available in Costco in some regions. So really building some strong distribution pattern at the moment.
Yeah, and now finally, I know you guys are gearing up for Expo West. Is there anything new you can share yet about what we might be seeing this year?
Absolutely, we're going to have some exciting news, and without revealing the essence of it, I can tell you one of our major brand, which is Volvic Water, will be announcing some major new interesting features to the brand at Expo West, which we're very excited about. Cure, we're going to be unveiling a new packaging, which is going to be also something very exciting. We have some more interesting things that will be released about Jax Coco. That's a more recent project for us that we started working on back in October, and we're going to have some great news to share, and which I think will really take the brand to a different level and further differentiate it to inside the category.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, and I hope you have a great rest of the show, and I hope to talk soon.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.